Get ready, it's time for a special unreleased all-out show on Shade 45. Jude is out, but he has new segments and fresh guests, all for you. One, 2, 3, 4.
What up, though?
5.
Monday. How you feeling? You got a headache? Fucking dragging ass? Did you go too hard? Or were you smart? Or were you a dumbass like me? I went crazy this weekend. But we'll get that. That's what weekends are for, right? Working for the weekend. Weekend warrior. Anyway. Anyhow. We got a fucking great show for you. Got a fantastic show for you. It's not as good as my weekend was. Filled with sex and drugs.
Black or white, right or wrong, up to vice and still strong.
Maybe I'll get tired of it. Maybe. Let me tell you what we're doing. We talked to Billy Corbin. His name might not ring a bell to you, but I'm sure you watched at least one of his documentaries. He did the U about University of Miami. He did Cocaine Cowboys. I think he even did one about the fucking weed shit. Like weed runners down there in Florida. I forgot the name of it. Well, he's got another one. It's called Screwball. All his documentaries are out of Miami. Miami's just such a fucking wild ass, crazy, open town. It was like the Wild West of the South. The city that Coke built. So he's talking about Screwball, and Screwball is basically it tracks. I think A-Rod's doing all the drugs and shit, and all the athletes doing the fucking performance enhancing drugs. He's covering that. So he and I are going to have a little chit chat about that. Then we're going to hit you with a fucking all request hour. And we got the news with John Z. Matthews. I don't know what we're going to talk about. Probably something fucking awesome. That's what we do. We talk about awesome shit. All right. Enough of this. Let's hop off into some music. Billy Corbin's next with Screwball. Then all our request hour. Then the news. Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to the All Out Show with you.
Shade 45. We have documentarian director Billy Corbin. You might remember him from the U. And what was the dope? You did Cocaine Cowboys too, right?
I sure did.
Yeah, and 1 and 2. I watched them both. And your new project is called Screwball. Could you tell me a bit about that?
Absolutely. Screwball it recounts the biogenesis steroid scandal that broke out of the company in 2013 and effectively ended the baseball career of Alex Rodriguez, the highest paid player in the game, who was found to have been the biggest client among a lot of Major League Baseball players of this fake doctor named Tony Bosch, who ran a so-called anti-aging clinic in a kind of a strip mall across the street from the University of Miami. and he was doping Manny Ramirez and Alex Rodriguez and Ryan Braun, Melky Cabrera, a bunch of high-profile baseball clients. Multi-million-dollar players, and it all came crashing down when one of his patients stole the records from his clinic, his shady clinic, and brought them to the Miami New Times, our local Village Voice, and they blew the lid off the whole thing with this explosive cover story that kind of turned Major League Baseball upside down for a while.
Why did what was the motive of that patient? Why did the patient feel the need to do that?
It's a really good question. There's not a really good answer for it other than Tony Bosch, the fake doctor, owed him $4,000. So basically, the best way to put it is the career of the highest paid baseball player in history effectively ended over a $4,000 debt between a cocaine-addicted fake doctor and his fake tan-addicted steroid patient.
That's fucking crazy. And
it is a classic, only in Miami story. I mean, we've reached peak Florida. We are freebasing Florida fuckery down here with Screwball.
And you got to excuse my ignorance. So A-Rod, that was it? He had to leave baseball?
Oh, no. I mean, he got the longest suspension in the history of the game, short of a ban, a lifetime ban like Pete Rose got.
Right.
He was suspended for a whole season. I think he sat one out because of injury, and he did come back for one last season before he retired.
How prevalent is our performance enhancing drugs in baseball?
Well, I asked the expert on that, Tony Bosch, who is the steroid doctor.
Right.
Fake doc. I use air quotes when I say doctor. He was not a real licensed physician, but he did play one with a lab coat and stethoscope and everything in his clinics. And people believe that he was a doctor, but I asked him that same question. And he said to me, the real question is how many players have used some performance-enhancing drug over the course of their career? And he means from high school all the way, to the end of the game.
Right.
Because a lot of guys cheat at the beginning to get an edge, in the draft. This isn't his experience. And then a lot of guys cheat again at the end of their career when they're getting older and they need that boost, and they're not performing the way that they used to. And so he says he estimates the numbers between 80 and 90% of players dope at some point over the course of their careers. At least try it out. At least dip their toe, see how it helps, if it helps.
What about other drugs? Are they using Adderall and?
Oh, hell yeah! Are you? Yeah, and that's I think one of the most popular performance enhancing drugs right now. I believe the players need a waiver to use that because it is a controlled substance.
Yeah.
And I believe in baseball, there's a higher percent of baseball players with waivers for Adderall than there is in the general population. And I don't think that baseball players have a disproportionate rate of ADHD than the general pop. I mean, because I don't know, I don't see how you could play baseball and have ADHD. I think baseball gives me ADHD,
Yeah.
I watch it.
Yeah, it's fucking boring as shit.
I call it screensaver is what I call it.
Yeah. And this was the second kind of big scandal. We had our first one with Mark McGuire and Roger Clemens and Sosa.
Sammy Sosa, hell yeah. Yeah.
So
I mean,
is that why they came down so much harder on A-Rod?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, because A-Rod just kind of like he just flouted the rules. Because after that, the home run derby, when you had all these players who, they were using anabolic steroids in those days, so they looked like, baseball monsters smacking the ball to Guantanamo, and so they cracked down eventually on that as soon as they cashed in on it. As soon as they made a lot of money from the home run, race. Then they cracked down on it, and they had a whole report that was written. You might remember there was congressional hearings, and with the baseball players and everything. And then they wrote some new rules. They updated the rules, and then the players started to find a way to get around those rules. And guys like Tony Bosch and their anti-aging clinics in Miami were willing to help, come up with, instead of anabolic steroids, they were using different stuff. They were using like testosterone and human growth hormone, stuff that if prescribed by a legit doctor to a legit patient would be okay. But he was a fake doctor, and these substances are in fact banned in baseball, and everybody knew that. And so they were just trying to find a way to pass a piss test and really shit all over these rules. So when the scandal erupted, Bud Selig, the commissioner of baseball, who I call the steroid commissioner, because he knowingly exploited and profited from that, that era that you were talking about in the 90s. And then he decided he's going to retire. He better look like he did something about this. And what bigger scalp could he get than Alex Rodriguez? So he really wanted to go after this guy and nail him just so he would look like, for his legacy, that he did something about steroids in baseball when, come on.
Yeah, everyone knows.
Yeah.
So my next question is, so Bosch was playing a doctor. How was he getting all the HGH and all of the drugs?
Well, Florida, Miami especially, is a hustle town.
Yes.
A lot of black market, a little bit of white market, but mostly gray market. That's our economy. It's like a gray market economy. So you have these anti-aging clinics, which are a total hustle. They say clinic, which infers like, there's medical professionals in there, but in many cases there's not. There's just let's call him an entrepreneur who basically rents a doctor's prescription pad. What does that mean? Well, Florida is a retirement village. You got a lot of doctors who retire down here, buy a house on a golf course, hit the links, but they got prescription pads and active DEA numbers. So you have guys like Tony Bosch who will literally rent their prescription pad and their DEA number so they can write prescriptions while those doctors never even come into the clinic. They're just listed as a medical director in some paperwork, and they're on the back nine while this guy, this hustler in a lab coat with a stethoscope, who is not a doctor, is writing prescriptions. And he blew up so big because word of mouth was so positive amongst not just ball players, but just regular people. A lot of cops went to him. There was even a judge that was on his patient or client list. And he blew up so big, he couldn't even keep up with the legit shit. So he wound up going to the black market, and he found a guy who was making testosterone and human growth hormone bootleg in his garage in a suburb of Miami, and he started buying the shit from that guy.
What do they make that shit out of? I drink GHB and they use like floor cleaner and shit like that, but like what the fuck are they making testosterone out of?
In Miami, God only knows, dude. God only knows what they cut it with or where he gets it from. But he had a lab. This Brazilian dude had a lab in his garage in a place called West Kendall, out west of Miami. And he was just making the shit and selling it to Tony Bosch. It was just crazy.
What were the athletes like A-Rod and Man Ram? What were they paying a month?
I think it depended on the guy. Like it depended on the player, the contract, and the protocol. That's what he called them. Not prescriptions. He called them protocols. He would give them a very set list of what to take and when and what quantities at what length of time before a game. So if they got randomly tested, they wouldn't piss dirty. So some of these guys were paying. You're talking about $20,000 a month. Alex Rodriguez wanted some kind of exclusivity, so he put a premium on top of that, which was another six figures. There would be like three fees. There'd be an initial fee, like a flat rate, whatever, like give me $50,000. Then it'd be like then pay me $15,000 a month, and then if there was an exclusivity, he would need six figures on top of that, and he would be at your beck and call. He'd do a concierge service. Manny was the first guy that he did that for, that he literally would hop on a plane and travel with him from game to game if necessary, and would just be able to do the injections and keep him on task, because Manny being Manny, so he wasn't always keeping up with the protocol and the exact schedule. So Tony would be there to tell him, take this gummy, inject this, let me test your blood for testosterone levels. And he would just be part of the entourage, this guy, and they would introduce him not as Dr. T, which is what they called him, but they'd introduce him as like, oh, my marketing guy or my nutritionist or my trainer. What they just come up with a different random title to if they had to identify him in public to someone.
It sounds to me like he did have a skill set. Like he understood how to dope these motherfuckers, which is like if I got my hands on HGH, I wouldn't know how much to give these cats. Where did he learn that from?
He did have a knowledge base of some kind. He did go to a medical school. It was in Belize. It was not quite up to the standards of, say, an American medical school. I think one of our interview subjects in Screwball refers to it as the Belize School of the Medical and Performing Arts. So not exactly legit, but he did learn something, and he did have a foundation. And his parents were doctors, but he had always had a fascination with nutrition and supplements, both over the counter and prescription, and was always coming up. I got his composition books, which are part of his records, and a lot of those they had to have little formulas that he would scribble in and what they could be used for. And he would go to places called compound pharmacies, which are apparently legal. And in South Florida, they would put together concoctions for you. So he could go and like customize a compound or a concoction, like, put in a little bit of vitamin B, a little bit of D, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and come up with different gummy pills and tablets and all kinds of products that he was basically inventing and then selling.
Did he end up doing any time off of this, or?
Oh yeah, he sure did. He got sentenced to 4 years in federal prison. He eventually got a reduction to about 2 years, and that was ultimately for the high school kids that he was treating, and which rightfully so, he went to prison for that because he had parents and coaches who would bring in, and agents actually, who would bring in high school ball players and say, we're looking for an advantage in the June draft. And in some cases, they would want them to be cleaned up, that they had been doping for a while, and they wanted Tony to put them on a protocol so that they would be able to pass, a physical or a drug test. And these were services that Tony would provide to the high school age kids, and that was fucked up, So the judge, saw that and basically said, you need to go away for a while. So and he did.
Talking to athletes, how many of them actually think that this should be allowed in sports?
You know what? It's kind of a mix. There's the one group that's like, well, everybody's doing it. But that's not true. Not everybody is doing it on a consistent basis. And you do have some players who may have tried it or who don't want to try it or don't want to do it anymore. So you've got guys who say, well, hell, I don't want to poison my body, and I don't want to put at risk, my offspring potentially, because when you have guys who dope, you have a disproportionate rate of birth defects and childhood cancer and autism. So there are players that don't want to do it, and yet they may feel the peer pressure that to compete they need to. So it's a pretty controversial issue amongst players themselves, and that's shit they got to work out with their players union and their league. And there's a lot of players who are pissed that Alex Rodriguez has kind of reemerged in Major League Baseball as this face of the game, as this commentator and role model. I've heard some players that are pretty pissed about that.
Because they were clean, and they're like, why is this dude that was dirty now on reading off a teleprompter, and I don't have a fucking job? Is that basically it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they think that he's not the best face of the game when you consider, he was all about lying and cheating and stealing, and this is America's pastime. And these are guys who, players who really believe in the sanctity of the game and the purity of the game, and they want to compete, in a real organic way. And there's people who are pissed at, like, how is this guy like the face of our league again after he's sort of a well-known liar and cheater? Yeah, there's dudes that are pissed about that.
Well, Billy, I appreciate you breaking down Screwball. it's available now. Opened on March 29th. I appreciate you. Where can people get this?
Oh, yes, sir. iTunes, Amazon, Google Play, Microsoft, Vudu, pay-per-view, wherever you download or stream movies, you can get it right now. It's called Screwball.
Thank you so much, and check out all of Billy's other work as well. It's just, you do some of my favorite docs, man. I just love your docs.
Thanks so much. Hit me up, cocainecowboys.com.
Raka, let's go.
Jello Beats, holla at me.
Philadelphia, me, Detroit, trying to shut your mouth.
Where your money at?
Now it's time to show these motherfuckers what the fuss about. What you dealing with lyrically, a couple lyricists who don't miss. Niggas asking when black and they gon' get together for an album, what you gon' get? You gon' get rap on steroids. Rap on steroids. Nigga, that silencer is on the nozzle, you won't feel the clap, you won't hear noise. Y'all got these hoes pegged so wrong while you hotel checking. I gotta pay these hoes just to keep their clothes on like I'm Odell Beckham. I'm flyer than a hat on Elroy. I just took it back to the Jetsons. I'm with the static like I got a crooked out near open exit with a bad connection. Cause no matter where you go, you fuck if this rubber grip roll back in your direction. What you looking at? That's for your protection. This is that rap on steroids. Nigga, that rap on steroids. I just spit more clairvoyant raps than it take to make you half paranoid. Clap a gun at any day and night, stand over his body, then pray to Christ like you gave me life, so I'ma throw you back one day, Lord. I'ma throw back one like Fab on the gram. Garage look like it's sponsored by Hasbro. Got the whole app going ham. Y'all don't know what y'all are dealing. I'm on every block, my team bigger. Cause I rap anything I want, I got. The only thing I don't got is feelings. Nigga, my mind so clear, feels like my every thought is Visine dripping. No, I'm not a lean drinker, but over that Fetty Wap, I lean niggas. This that.
Rap on steroids, rap on steroids, rap on steroids, rap on steroids. Y'all ran into me on the wrong day. Fuck Strong J dude going say just bare arms, you in harm's way. You hear alarms, you in Bombay, no Baghdad. Get the gas mask, run break, do a mad dash to that gun safe. You unsafe in the right place to get blasted. Next anybody, I stay on that antibiotic. I'm far from man, time to decompress, call me that anaconda. Roll a sack of that Santa Barbara, lead poison in the damn water. Flint, Detroit, Ann Arbor, Philadelphia, and Harlem. Roy Rage, our damn problem. Cemetery too damn crowded. I'ma go get the jackhammer, go burn body, don't worry about it. Everybody know everybody. I be damn ain't her body. Throw a trifling in, so rifle got swim brother like Herb Gotti. I'm firm, probably back on steroids, kinda like crack on steroids. You for big, no super nigga, I'm on impact those steroids. Nigga, my memoirs, red walls, everything I do is fine art. Putting rappers in that pine box when a black and nickel non-spark, it's a problem. All stemming from them steroids, probably got them coming back to feel it like it's heroin, calling American horror. This that Smith and Wesson revolver, and if life's a bitch, we gon' roll hypnola. They call it rap on steroids, rap on steroids, rap on steroids, rap on steroids.
Detroit, we rapping on
Steroids,
Philly, we rapping on
steroids, yeah. All the rappers on steroids, seven rapping on steroids,
Nico, I'm rapping on
steroids, Pissarro rapping on steroids, yeah. All the rappers on steroids, seven rapping on steroids. I'm not a rapper, so the rappers on steroids. None of them a chat and them a make me noise. You don't want to violate a Medicare rights. Them a say the rap is on steroids.
Nico, I'm rapping on
Steroids,
Shady, I'm rapping on
steroids.
You're listening to the All Out Show with you.
888-742-3345, 888-742-3345. Why are you yelling that number, Jude? Well, I'm going to tell you. Because you can call up right now and request a song that you want to hear. No one else does that shit for you. They say they're going to do it, but then they only let you pick from a certain amount of songs. Now, I got my man Paige Kennedy. He was kind enough to drive up and sit in with me. And
you can totally request this song if you want to. All you have to do is ask for it. It's okay. Just go ahead and type in that number that we just did and ask for a Paige Kennedy song, and it's fine.
You got a song called Thirsty?
I might as well. I swear to God, if none of y'all write my goddamn name on this board.
Let's go. 888-742-3345. Jay in Illinois. Jay.
Hey, what's up? Could I hear Promise by Do or Die?
Fuck yeah, you can hear some Do or Die. Love those guys.
All right, bro.
Chi-Town, West Side. What up, though? Trey in Wisconsin. Trey.
What's up?
Hey, I'm happy it's a girl. We get
Finally.
Girls don't ever call us because we're disgusting.
I like listening to you. I listen to you all the time.
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. What can we play for you?
Any Scarface.
I'm gonna play "How's It Going Down" because it's like a love song, and I'm dedicating it. It's from me to you.
Hey, do you like the Scarface Tupac joint Smile?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, song.
Oh yeah.
That or the one with Beanie Siegel and Jay-Z. That was good too.
Oh yeah, that shit make you want to cry and shit. This can't be life and shit.
Oh yeah.
God damn. All right, so it'll be one of those three. All right, Smile.
Okay, thank you.
How's it going down? Or this can't be life. Just it's gonna be a crapshoot. You'll either want to die, fuck, or think about Pac, or pour out some liquor for Pac. Let's go to Mark in the LBC. What up?
What up, man?
Shit, you got it. What can we play for you?
Let me hear that Not My Job by Mac Dre.
No sirree, Bob.
No, it's not happening?
No, he said that shit in the fucking song.
No sirree, Bob.
That bitch want to take me to grocery shop. Hey, that's my shit right here. Not My Job, Mac Dre. Got you, bro. Let's go. You'll like this one, Paige. I promise you. 888-742-3345. Festo, what up, though?
What's good with it?
Shit, chilling, man. Go ahead. What you want to hear?
Yo, all right. Now, I got kind of like two of them, man.
Well,
But one of them is Trey Lee, man. Tracy Lee, who shot LR.
Was it was he the one that was everywhere that my crew go?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You know we get down.
Tracy Lee, the man with many faces. Hey, man, that boy got skills. Back then, man, that nigga was flowing like motherfucker.
All right, well, shoot.
My second one, though, real quick, anything from Paige Kennedy, so I can stop hearing that motherfucker crying about them playing.
Hey, you gotta say a name or something, bro. You can't.
He don't know.
You gonna put my shit on the second tier where you know goddamn well they only give you one choice and you pick Trey Lee over me.
Look.
Oh, girl got the crap shoot, man.
Yeah, look.
Crap shoot. She got 3 songs.
Look, man.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
How do you want to handle this, Jude?
Will you shut the fuck up about playing your song?
What you mean? He requested it.
No,
we have to do what the people, huh?
He didn't
request it.
Look,
is John there, man? Where John at, man?
John ain't said shit today.
John's there.
He off today?
No, he's in.
Oh, John, what's up, man? Fuck you, John.
Hey, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Festo? Suck all the dicks, you motherfucker.
Suck my dick, Jude.
Come over to my house, sleep on my couch, and suck my fucking dick.
Suck my dick, Jude.
Suck my dog's dick after he's done fucking me.
I'm out tell you, fuck you too, man.
We play.
I'm going to get the whole family, man.
That's lovely.
Hey, Festo, I almost appreciated you.
We playing that. All right, look, we playing Tracy Lee. If we play one Page Counting, will you stop asking for it?
No.
Thank you.
I don't believe this shit here, man. That nigga just fucked up. Word up. It's alright, though. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this shit. Check it. Yo, what the fuck is? I go uptown to collect these checks. Come back to find my man's body and blood shit stretched across the pavement. I know one of y'all know some information, so I'ma get down to the bottom of this whole situation. Who shot the LR? Was it you, Rock? Don't look at me, I don't believe you think I'd shoot niggas on my team. We grew up on the same block. Set up weed spots together, stacked a good amount of cheddar, cracked the fruit brew, so never would I do that to my brethren. This crime nobody witnessed. Rock, my only lead is this photo of him kissing his mistress that I found at the scene. Hold up, she used to live around my way. Your shit is fucked up. I think I need a drink. Pass the Cavassier. Alright, I hear you, kid, but if you didn't, nigga, who did? This bullshit, I ain't buying it. Mr. Lee, don't even try it, son. My life is private. I handles my BI, then I'm sliding. Fuck it if it ain't about some real estate and what I'm driving, huh? Get the picture, no time to get caught in the mixture. Plus I was winning with the LR in a joint venture. I know you feel that, money's the motive, nigga, but I'm coming out of fiscal year with my net was 7 figures.
Well, goddamn, that nigga's laying up in ICU. Shot the fuck up and nobody got a clue. That's some bullshit.
bullshit, for real. Someone set up and y'all won't say who. Somebody knows and yo, I think I got a clue. So niggas, what's the deal, y'all? Somebody squeal or I'ma fuck around and kill all involved just for frontin'. Cause somebody knows something. Yo, Trey, I think it's you. You never show love for my brother, son. I should pop that ass now, you pretty motherfucker. Alright, you right, shit is true. I never really liked that nigga, but despite my personal views, I'd never sniped a nigga. Fuck a Uzi. When I'm laying in jacuzzis, sipping on dime piece, slaying a dime piece, playing, making movies, which reminds me, sis in the picture, I used to hit that, but correct me if I'm wrong, I could've sworn I seen you with that. Plus y'all never got along, but you accused me, wait a second, yo. My question is, what's with the leather gloves and why you sweating? What, are you suggesting that I put one in my flesh and blood? Could've been done. Yeah, similar to Good Son, where the good one almost caught one. Don't rock, don't even take it further, cause you was the last nigga with him, huh? Did you attempt to murder? Y'all was supposed to come together, right? And we was on the way, but then son had to make a run. Hold up, dogs, what are you saying? That you're to blame, the last two arrived, the rest of us preserved. Alright, then so what time did you get here, huh? What about 7:30? Fuck that, you left for a second, nigga. You know what? Niggas is funny, Rock. That nigga drank your liquor. Mr. Lee, he owes you money, but y'all look at me like I'm guilty. I find that hard believing when my case in point is I'm the only one without a reason. Well, goddamn, that nigga's laying up and I see you. Shot the fuck up and nobody got a clue. That's some bullshit, for real. Someone set up and y'all won't say who. Somebody knows and yo, I think I got a clue. Check it out, we all agree he was the nicest MC. But L, you looked at him with envy. Yo, that's my brother, not me. I beg to differ. Alright, then let's get back to this picture. Yo, what about it? The niggas know you used to dig her. She got a fat ass, but I doubt it. Oh yeah, she got a fat ass. Yo, hold up, Trey, he's killing me. L used to hit it, B, before he went away to DC. That's right, remember that? So all this doubt shit, yo, I ain't feeling that. And it got you heated when you found out L was killing that. Hey, yo, you still on that? I'm still on that, and I would've let it pass. But you the only nigga with gloves and the mask, dumbass. Blood splash from soul to soul, now you looking petrol. Caught you plotting from the get-go, but son ain't dead, dog. Damn it, I knew it. This 38 special is bullshit and played. Next time I blaze the niggas with the 12 gauge. I had it made, was on my way to LA. To lay low, nigga, and stay toe up off the Hennessy. Fuck memories, yo, we was enemies. And shit you didn't see. Since we was young, yo, son was testing me. I let it get the best of me. It's jealousy, nigga. Yeah, whatever be. Yo, I admit that. I used to love her and I smacked it, but I'll be damned if I'ma let that nigga crack it.
Dr. Forrest, dial 118, please. Dr. Forrest, please dial 118.
Where you gonna hide? Where you gonna hide? Where you gonna hide? Where you gonna hide?
Feeling like a feather in the wind, I'm about to float away. I can feel the pressure from within, devil in my ear, but I never let it win. I'm pedaling as fast as I can, praying I get a second chance. You don't get a third try, first time you lose, that's it. Have you begging for change on the curbside? I'm just looking for the winner circle, cause if you lose, you a square, like you channeling your inner Urkel. Either you a factor or you don't matter. My life's an open book, scroll through the chapters. This verse right here, I'm trying to sum it up. Learn how to carry the weight, fuck a tummy tuck. Broke boys get hype over $100. Should've been a porn star, cause you fucking suck. When war's wage, I'ma strike fast. I'ma keep coming back and see you waving that white flag. Quarterback and I stay with a couple options. I don't really trust people, but I trust the process. Adjust the game plan, run another offense. Hear these rappers now sounding like 100 offsets. Yeah, bet they tell me that I'm old and bitter. At least I know when it's smoke and mirrors. And I'm not trying to control your era. Just y'all bars make me sick like I can't hold my liquor. Wait, let me take a breather. Feeling like Nas felt before he made ether. Like AI when he shook MJ out of sneakers. Like Jay back in 89 when he had the beeper. I'm a sleeper, better tap in before you tap out. Checks coming off the back end, I'm finna cash out. I can never back down, ready in the last round. I stand up, you man up, it's gonna be me.
Yo, the mastermind is the last design. No ifs, ands, or buts if you asinine. Beat you with my wackest line. You got the drip, but you lack the shine. I love handles, carry the pound on my hip like I packed the 9. Got the Draco with the 30
clip you get murdered with. Swift as a nerdy chick in a horror flick. I'm Jason and I'm chasing crap rappers and swinging a machete at them like you whack bastards. Change the whole landscape. You little dicks wouldn't pull a hair trigger if you manscape. And that's putting it mildly, wildly. Coyote get smoked like a stogie. Put a sock in there like Mick Foley. And you won't need Kanye West to make it fit holy. Gun bars be coaching Vince Lombardi and rip the culture out this bitch like Cardi when she Harley. 9 months, I enunciate. No mumble in my system. A heat-seeking missile that'll diss 'em. No food for thought is what you get out of them. Call Mike West to beat the shit out of them. Betting on you like betting on Adrian Broner. You wouldn't hit shit hard with a boner. If this was sports, I'm Tom Brady. I pat myself on the back like, attaboy, you the bomb, baby. Bomb, baby.
Where you gonna hide? The last of our songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. The last of our songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. The last of our songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. The last of our songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. I'm pacing the flow with this soul pound. Visualizing graphics, white talking, giving me the lowdown. My nigga weighed 193 and died instantly. Now I'ma show you the nigga you killed and what he meant to me. I put his photos in my photo. I know what that nigga be kicking it at. Me and him popping it at the same hoe. My conversation be on royalties. She loyal to me. And now I'ma get it to kill the nigga for me. It seems his life is in my hands. And I don't plan to let it slip through the way you killed him. I'ma kill you. Despite the fact that I've been shot before. As long as I get this bitch ass nigga, I don't mind. So take the lock off the pound like a bow. Grab an extra good, make sure I don't come shout. Pull up and mad dog his whole crib. Hocus pocus, motherfucker, in your face with this hot steel. The thrill and kill is unbearable. I told the bitch to close her eyes, turn up the news, give something terrible. The ultimate payback is revealed. TNT and Siemens shoes, plus the way he went was cool. 17 shots, I will pop. Fuck the world, cause the world fucking you. That's how he serves on this late night. Puff, puff, choke, choke, rock, pump, food, steak tight. The last songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. The last songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. The last songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. The last songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. Now who the fuck I'm supposed to follow? Is it them honkies in the White House or that nigga drinking out that 40 bottle? Either way it goes, equal to bloodshed. I'm catching 1 plus 1 equals 2 to the forehead. Correct to call and alcohol was chemically made to reference. So when the swab, a neighborhood brawl, the call was wearing levels. On the street, the mud was white from who survived. He wanted me dead, correct and bloody, had to die. Slap that ass with this Mac 10. Hit you so hard when you depart, make that chest do a back bend. Been back easy to the liquor store. Cut me a 4-0 and up a 4-5 on this Korean hoe. Cup the loot and bit one slowly. Reverse my coat, cause half a block I done some dirt. They might notice me. There's no reason for this madness. I had this situation tame until I started drinking this bad shit. Now there's a hole in this bucket. And the chick I had to stick for the lick. Fuck it. Cracked the phone and drunk it boldly. All the boys were telling behind me, but they didn't even notice me. So then they hit the blue lights. I bent the U-ride, straight past the red light, and it became a motherfucking street fight. The last of our songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. The last of our songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. The last of our songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. The last of our songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. I never where a nigga show no gratitude. We call like attitude. Hands on pumps, bodies in trunks. Victim face down in that swamp. Pump. My mission to deceased individuals with knife holes, I crawl like widows with barrels in the middle. Blow, cause I like to move the crowd. Watch them turn cold as they bodies pack. Evaporate like lightning, it's fast as fuck. A small object hit like an 18-wheeler truck. Put his head in his hands, cause I don't give no fuck. Ashes to ashes and bust when I must. Calculate these bodies that I've turned to dust. 6 million with a die, 1 more is a plus. I revolve like revolvers and answer all challenge. SOS, coach your ass. That the last of our songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. The last of our songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. The last of our songs when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. The laughter that I saw is when he cried. Shot him in the face and walked away before he died. Last time when he cried in his face before he died. Last time when he cried in his face before he died. Last cheer. Motherfucking 6 do or die. Don't answer that.
Hello, I'm not at home. Leave a message.
Yeah, bitch, this is. Pick up the phone, bitch. I know you in there. You fucking with that old funky ass face now, bitch. Why my motherfucking kids at, bitch? Funky bitch, fake ass bitch.
Hey, today must be my lucky day. I turned the corner, hit the block, and seen that ass from a mile away. Now where she stay? She must be new in the hood, but I ain't tripping on that shit 'cause it's all good. I rolled up on her and I asked her name. Ain't a damn thing changed, ain't no shame in my game. She said, promise. Used to go to Thomas. I slowed my roll, 'cause shit, this might be one of my homies' baby's mamas. Now where you been? And she said, gave me the look. I cracked a smile and thinking, come flirt. My homies' women ain't no thing with me, 'cause if they caught one of my hoes, they do the same with me. And furthermore, she was peeping my ride, convertible 64 with the right side, super clean with the discs and pose, higher than the fuck spitting this to hoes.
Please excuse my attitude. Sorry if I'm being rude, but I've got something to say to you. Hoping you won't lose your cool. I wanna sneak you out to play with me. You can spend the day with me, and we can ride and see the sights.
It's going down. Reminiscing on the bitch that I had back in the day. Gave the bitch a call and she hung up in my face. Now that's the break. She didn't have to put up a front. I stuck that ass back in April and haven't called her for 3 months. I guess it's in me to be dogging a chick. Can't understand how you niggas just be hogging your bitch. Go on and pass her, an ass. Send her to the master. Let her take a ride with the Bradster. It's cool, don't fret, no sweat. Not even on my mind, we just met. And furthermore, we can get to those, but for now I'm rolling Rory, spitting this to hoes.
Please excuse my attitude. Sorry if I'm being rude, but I've got something to say to you. Hoping you won't lose your cool. I wanna sneak you out to play with me. You can spend the day with me, and we can ride and see the sights.
Going down the night. Now I'm cruising to the crib with this bitch that I scooped. Parked my Ferrari, now I'm back in the coupe. I knocked her boots. Your baby's mama put me to work. I tagged that ass from the back and knocked her shit in the dirt. Ooh. She wanted me badly, so I put her inside. She got the back and forth with the gangster glide. Started off at 6 and didn't finish till 9. Hit the showers like I've been out playing ball for the Knicks since she was asleep, 'cause she just had a drawers full of dick. Now that's it. And plus she got you staying at home with the kids all alone while she's getting her fuck on. So believe me when you down in that bread, I'm at the pad with your baby mama clowning that ass. So while you hating niggas, check the bitch it shows. I'll be mobbing in my bin, spitting this to hoes.
Please excuse my attitude. Sorry if I'm being rude, but I've got something to say to you. Hoping you won't lose your cool. I wanna sneak you out and play with me. You can spend the day with me, and we can roll and see the sights. Going down tonight.
the jewelry with the clear stones. And get on the nigga head like some earphones. I'm finna spit it with a clear tone. Get your attention on the biggest thing since the TV invention. Dope as Zoloft, a big shot to show off. Plus I'm a big pimp, I get toe off. Fuck a good job, she need a good jaw to sell BJs till her mouth get raw. I'm from the California coast, beaches and bridges. Hit the cock, get ghost, I don't be sleeping with bitches. I got a cool nut, sitting on wires. On Vogues, bitch, not Michelin tires. Can't control my desires. I buy from Nordstrom's, not Fred Meyers. I do a lot of weed, love my supplier. She keep it, fuck the blood out my supplier. Man, I'm bigger than life. I do it magnum. About these broke bitches, I'm through with having them. Dre Bogart, he shove and he push and start a woe for nothing like G.W. Bush. We be loving the kush, but only in the backwood. Without a backwood, weed ain't all that good. I'm from the streets where most need heat, but I slice a nigga up like roast beef meat. I can bust you a rap, but anything else, it's not my job. I'll pay your cap back, but anything else, not my job. I get you for racks, but anything else, not my job. I make you a slap, but anything else, it's not my job. Bitch gon' ask me to come with her to grocery shop. I told her straight up like this: no sorry, Bob. That's not my job. I don't do that. I'm a pimp / rapper. I thought you knew that. And we yo do that. Should I serve him the news and let him know he's finna be walking in some brand new shoes? Ooh, you a fool. Gotta watch thyself. One false move, you can stop thyself. Sometimes I'm not myself. I'm another man. I'm a rock star in another band. Plus, I'm the man with the plan in his hand. Soon we'll be all playing in sand. Cause to my estimations and calculations and all the money I made off the rumpulation, I'm gonna get as many digits that's on my license plate and shit on some of these midgets, bitch, I can't wait. I can bust you a rap, but anything else, it's not my job. I'll pay your cap back, but anything else, not my job. I get you for racks, but anything else, not my job. I make you a slap, but anything else, it's not my job. When I dip, they trip off with fro dressed in. Plus I got a mouth full of girls' best friend. I'm a back to the future, new game kind of nigga. Y'all lames is plain, drinking the same kind of liquor, wearing the same kind of clothes, fucking the same kind of hoes. And you bedrock pimping, meaning your game's kind of old. And you don't want it with me, I'll bother ya. So get lost, pal, before I clobber ya. Golden gloves, I give you a new look with a stiff left and a sharp right hook. Niggas no snitches, they ride and they bell with them. It's all gravy, as long as they don't tell on them. Me and my team, see we a machine. You fuck with my mans and I'ma have to intervene. I'm a sport coat and a Sancho, always looking out for Benny Blanco.
Daniel in Nashville.
Hey, can I hear Too Quick by Peasy?
Oh, damn.
Man!
God damn.
Man, and then he fucked me over. He put Cotton Kennedy. It's Cotton Candy, you dick face.
He be knowing the songs too. That's the worst part.
Cotton Kennedy.
I googled that shit. I don't know shit about that bitch.
I hate you. I hate you and your stupid city.
Tony in Jersey.
Yo, Jadakiss, checkmate.
All right, that was easy shit. Let's keep it moving. 888-742-3345. Andre, New York, what up?
Yo, can I get a DLC? It's funky enough.
Oh shit! Hell yeah! It's getting funky! It's getting funky! Ooh! It's getting funky! It's getting funky! Ooh.
That's a classic album. If you don't own it, you need to go grab that shit.
My favorite song of all time is on that album, and do you know what it is? Of all time.
Is it the grand finale?
That's what it is, nigga. The grand finale is my favorite rap song of all time.
That shit. That shit go hard than a motherfucker.
That's my favorite song of
You
all
know what
time.
song? But here's a song that I play in the pill mix every now and again that you're not gonna know because
What
it's
is
at Let the Bass Go.
Let the bass go. Let the bass go. Is that?
And then he lets the bass go. It's really good.
Hold on. Who sings that?
It's the DLC.
Is that right? Let the bass go. No, that ain't it.
No.
When I hear praise, drum. No?
Here, let me pull it up. Let the bass go. Hold on one second. Here, I'll just.
Oh, hell yeah. This is my shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
When I hear the bass go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the sound, and you know it's down, but you know why?
Why is that?
Because I've been around.
All right.
Yeah.
We're not gonna play that though. We playing it's funky enough for Andre in New York. All right, man. Peace. Let's go to Tommy in Massachusetts. Tommy.
What's up, man?
What up, though?
How's it going?
Man, we over here fucking chilling. Me and Paige, Chris on the boards, John on the phone.
Liddy like a fucking titty?
Liddy like a fucking titty.
All day, dog.
Yo, let me get that Royce the 5'9", man. Summer on lock.
Hell yeah. I got my summer on lock. And the winter
Hey, clocks ahead, summertime coming, nice outside.
Yep.
Let's get it lit.
Hell
Get
yeah.
that shit.
I love that. I love that request.
Mashpee on the block, 130.
Yep.
Let's go.
I got the summer on lock, and the winter too. Let me show you what a winner do. Stay stunned, but you broke while you frontin'. We the topic of discussion, got the summer on lock, and the winter too. Let me show you what a winner do. Stay stunned, but you broke while you frontin'. We the topic of discussion, got the summer
Nigga,
on
I'm
lock.
so far ahead of my time, I'm about to start another life. You a target, I'll probably blast you twice. Alky rapping with the passion of Christ. Curveball through the eye of the storm. I am the calm for disaster can strike. The rocks on that watch on that dial gon' shine loud on you hustlers who out there in brownstones. Like the Huxtables, y'all came to be euthanized. I can't be dehumanized. I ain't even human, I'm painting communion wine. Cruising in that rave dog like we came to offend haters. Shoot a nigga face off like his neighbor is Tim Taylor. Racketeer in charge, till it's match in the yard. Y'all can finish that whack shit, then it's back to the guards. I'm in the Maybach right now trying to innovate. I'm too fly, don't try to give me my props, just give me space. Your favorite artist trying to party with Puff. I'm trying to fuck Cardi in a pair of Cartier
I got the summer on lock, and the winter too. Let me show you what a winner do. Stay stunned, but you broke while you frontin'. We the topic of discussion, got the summer on lock, and the winter too. Let me show you what a winner do. Stay stunned, but you broke while you frontin'. We the topic of discussion, got the summer on lock.
It's fly season, my season. Long as I don't lose, it's all cool if I die evil. Yeah, we the niggas that they talking about. Us, yeah. Y'all the niggas that they chalking out. Yeah, I just let them go. I don't force them out. Supreme Court staring at my man as they walk them out. The time that he looking at is crucial. I can see the pain translated through his pupils. Turn yourself in is even worse when they scoop you. See the Jake, don't hit the brake, just go to neutral. Barbecues, white yacht parties, that's what he used to. Pool halls, clubs, and cribs, that's what he shoot through. Work out, get your number on, work out. Say your prayers, get your slumber on, They ain't give you life, so your number gon' pop. Best believe to the day you come home.
I got the summer on lock.
Our sunshine all day long. Tell them so our summer all day long. Our sunshine all day long.
Stop frontin', nigga.
I got the summer on lock.
Ride all winter, shine all summer. Life's a bitch and I'm trying to keep you slime balls from her. Any leaks, we gon' fix it. None of mine call plumbers. Nina to your chest player like 9 y'all number. We Rondo niggas. Real recognize real, you John Doe nigga. I made a closet out of a condo nigga. See that flies nigga living shit. Look over the river shit. She say I'm an asshole, how? When I don't give a shit, it's play money. My son think the foreign a toy. That's why the family gon' ball like LeVar and his boys. I realize they wanna backstab me, then turn knife. You ain't got 100 till you got 200. Learn life, respect ain't earned twice. Once you lose it, it's gone. And it's lame when your money right, but you using it wrong. Shout the niggas coming home this summer. The juice back, screaming OJ shooting craps. Brought the Drake
I got the
deuce back.
summer on
Yeah.
lock, In the winter too. Let me show you what a winner do. Stay stunned, but you broke while you frontin'. We the topic of discussion, got the summer on lock.
Our sunshine all day long. Hey. Tell them so our summer all day long. Hey. Our sunshine all day long. Hey. All day long.
I got the summer on lock.
I'm quick to move 1,500 oranges with no problem. Quick to fuck a super bad bitch without no condom. Get a half a brick and dance on it like I'm soldered. Let it dry sitting on the counter. I cook better than my mama. I'm quick to fly to Oakland, met my nigga at Crustaceans. Talking about some million shrimp and lobster on the table. Killers owe me favors. I looked out when he wasn't able. Told Gary make my new kid all white. He think I'm racist. Quick to get some money. I ain't pressed about no hoes. I can borrow 100K from T if I get low. Thinking about that lamb truck. I really want that ghost. They gon' fuck around and dike my ass again if I get both. Buy some money sitting on the table like it's Tetris. Drop some money on the nigga head who talking reckless. I ain't got no deal, never had no platinum records. Quickly bust my rollie down and go drop 30 on my necklace, nigga.
I'm quick to hit that road, get that bag like I should. I'm quick to bring it back, spread it out, feed the wolves.
I'm quick to turn the bitch house to a stash, leave a brick in there. Quick to pull that cat up on Big Beaver and leave 10 in there.
Niggas get locked up and make confessions like they Usher. I'm quick to tell these niggas catch up, track hog look like mustard.
These bitches call me Zeus, I hit the club and make it thunder. I'm quick to make that money counter stop up, make a plunger.
I'm quick to jump on jets like these niggas jump in Ubers. I'm quick to spend 100 on my wrist, now I look stupid. Surprised I ain't got pneumonia from this fucking Cuban. I can go and do a show and drop new paddock like Lil Uzi. Quick to see potential, take a youngin' out the dime trap. Hit them with a load, do your thing, just bring mine back. Some niggas run up, hide out, get they mama whack them chopper bullets, baby Hellcat, so you can't dodge that. Oh, I was like my new watch, bitch a skeleton. Went the ice box and got lit up like Thomas Edison. Still live when you reach for that. You just cheated death, that half T, half beach chain was 50 sheets of meth. Quick to ask your bitch what she gon' do for this 2,000 stacks piled in the closet. Is that money or a mountain? Joy Road, nigga, drink Texas, blow Compton. Key report the chopper stolen, then won't come back when we drop them. I'm quick to hit that road, get that bag like I should. I'm quick to bring it back, spread it out, feed the wolves.
I'm quick to turn the bitch house to a stash, leave a brick in there. Quick to pull that cat up on Big Beaver and leave 10 in there.
Niggas get locked up and make confessions like they Usher. I'm quick to tell these niggas catch up, track hog look like mustard.
These bitches call me Zeus, I hit the club and make it thunder. I'm quick to make that money counter stop up, bring a plunge.
I ain't gon' lie, I ain't quick to do nothing. I gotta think strategic, gotta move with my stomach. Like how this nigga free and he got caught with a dozen. Now he asking me to front him, I don't trust him, so it's fuck him. Find out where he at, get the info to my cousin. Niggas drugging, we be hustling. Niggas broken, say they thugging. Bitch, I'm ballin', you be mugging. Bitches falling and they shoving when we walking in the club. Yeah, this water cost a dub. Quick to say fuck rap and call my old plug. The coupe made me hit her quick, you quick to fall in love. Quick to count 100,000, quick to flip 100 pounds. Rush me, then I'm quick to tell you slow your ass down. You slow to buy the chain, but you quick to upload. I told the jeweler do it quick, I paid him full before the mo. I'm quick to say the watch, stay in plain, cause I'm grown. Quick to change my mind and get that motherfucker blown.
I'm quick to hit that road, get that bag like I should. I'm quick to bring it back, spread it out, feed the wolves.
I'm quick to turn the bitch house to a stash, leave a brick in there. Quick to pull that cat up on Big Beaver and leave 10 in there.
Niggas get locked up and make confessions like they Usher. I'm quick to tell these niggas catch up, track hog look like mustard.
These bitches call me Zeus, I hit the club and make it thunder. I'm quick to make that money counter stop up, bring a plunger.
You did it, baby. Congratulations, homie. You made history. 1.1 million in a short week. Screw a press conference. Press this on your conscience. D-Block. Cheers.
I ain't mad. I don't want to sound mad. I feel marvelous. D-Block, double R. Fucking faggots. You gon' handle this like grown men, you won't win. You don't even feel comfortable in your own skin. I rap my ass off. I'm fighting a champ with the glass jaw at the Garden of Nassau. See me, couple hood niggas behind stars. I heard you put a couple good niggas behind bars. I might never sell that much, but you could bet your last 2 quarters I never tell that much. Picture Kiss not come out swinging. It's like going to see 50 at a show and he don't come out singing. Yeah, you got a felony, but you ain't a predicate. Never the king in New York, you live in Connecticut. You don't be in the hood, you be in the woods. hoods fucking with me, so we really gon' be for good. I hold a 4-5 myself and hop out the range on 145 myself. This is a true fact. Since when has it become cool to get shot and not shoot back? Trackmaster shelf you, Bravehearts helped you, then everybody felt you. Now I gotta melt you. And don't try to pull rank on Kiss, cause the niggas I'ma send to do it ain't gon' miss. Be laid up stiff, I spit straight up piff. I did real songs with Big, no made up shits. And I don't got a problem with clout. You ain't get shot again yet, so what's your second album about? Your raps are preschool. You made a lot of money, now be cool. Before I swell up your lips like seafood. Now get a mic check, you don't stand a chance at the dance with me, dog. Your steps ain't right yet. Block is just fine, homie, the D straight. Most likely your new CD is a weed plate. Bunch of love songs, 100% pure garbage. Just something to break up buds on. You should just sell clothes and sneakers, cause out of your whole camp, your flow's the weakest. I'm in a town where the young boys is clapping. You running around with the lieutenant and captain. It'll take a lifetime to see Kiss. You had to get shot 9 times to be rich. Rat ass nigga, you's an animal. You's a motherfucking animal. Pig ass nigga, you's an animal. You's a motherfucking animal. Snake ass nigga, you's an animal. You's a motherfucking animal. Matter of fact, you ain't no animal. I'ma show these motherfuckers how to handle you. D-Block.
Y'all ready for this?
One, and then comes the 2 to the 3 and 4. Then I drop the beat I have in store. Lay the lyrics on the top like a rug, make it sound smooth and later make a dub. Enunciate well, so that you can tell I am not illiterate, no, not even a little bit. Nothing like an idiot. Get it? You want the record? Cool, I'm with it. Let the rhythm take you, shake it cause it makes you. As I turn the knob to the door, you escape through. Going like a gnat, don't be a pup. And I let it play cause dress ain't funky enough. Rasta. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Watch the smooth lyrics that take place. If you want another reason why it must be funky, yo, I am not a jackass, meaning not a donkey, so I will play the game like it should be played. Drop the funk and do the mix, so the bass will never fade. Ship it to the station in your jurisdiction. Brothers say I'm dope, and the others think I'm bitching. No crowd can avoid the D.O. to the C. When I'm P.E.O.R.4-I-M-I-N-G on the stage. See the simple fact is I am dope and known. I rock a funky beat without a chord, so and it's my conclusion. You will enjoy the fusion, and I will ascend with the style that I am using. Knowing that it's tough, finished not a buff. I think I'll let it play, cause dreads ain't funky enough. Hip hop. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Dread make the funky hip hop music, so check it. Listen to the kick, popping with the click, and with no rehearsals, I'm dropping funky verses. Stupid with the bitch with the thing that you are relying on. You love it when it battles is the fact that I am buying on suckers. Never come close cause of knowing. There's no stuff in the dock when I am flowing, but in the event, someone would try to juice this, stop him in his tracks, show him that I am ruthless. I don't give a damn, don't think that I am joking, cause I don't think he is funny when you're messing with my money. And stupid tell me this, you'll try, you gotta stop him, but with no frills, so I just drop him. Continue with the rhyme and make sure I get mine with no static, cause it's something SMG to get my 9. But lessons have been learned, now I get it all up front and let it play. When the people say, Trey, yo, it's funky enough. Rasta. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Let's get funky, let's get funky. Deal with the D.O. to the C. I need a break so I can check around. See who the hell that is sitting down. I want all chairs off the floor. And if he stands to the wall, show him the door. And I'll kick in the beat to give you something to rock to. I go non-stop, to not the look at the clock you perceive, but can't believe you're being taken. By beat so cool you start shaking and shivering, cause I'm delivering the answer. Haven't seen if you're a hell of a dancer. You tried saying but it just won't work, cause the beat is so rough. So tell me, tell it, don't be funky enough. And with the help of the Dr. Dre, kick it. Na na na. Na na na. Na na na. Na na na. Let's get funky on the mix now, right? Let's get funky on the mix now, right? Let's get funky on the mix now, right? Let's get funky on the mix now. Hey, put it in the middle and drop it on the one, boy.
888-742-3345. It is the all-out request hour. Call up and we'll play you a song. Let's go to George in North Carolina. George.
Yo, what's good, man? This is Big Dude. Hey, yo, I'm trying to hear Peso by A$AP Rocky.
Ah, there you go. A little Peso by A$AP Rocky.
Little classic.
SOS sample. Yeah, SOS band sample. There you go.
Hey, appreciate y'all, man. I listen to y'all every day on the ride home from work, man. I fuck with y'all.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate you, man. Let's go to Jake in Chicago.
Yo, how y'all doing?
Fucking awesome. I'm sitting here with Paige Kennedy and Chris on the boards and John on the phone.
True.
Keenan.
Yeah. Can you give a little Millennium by Outkast for me?
Yeah. This is actually one of my favorite Outkast songs right here.
It is?
Yeah.
All right, how it go?
One of the best of all time.
How it go?
It'd be like,
Damn, that's how it goes.
Yeah,
they both did the same thing.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah, that shit hard as hell. Let's go to Damien in Toronto. Damien.
Yeah, what's up, Jude?
What up, though?
What are you saying, big man?
What can we play for you?
Play anything from Drew Down.
Damn,
Drew Down.
Yeah, Canada know about that motherfucking Drew Down.
Yeah, man, we know about that shit out here, bro.
Tell them about that shit, bro. Shout out to Drew Down. Let's
respect, big man. Respect,
my man. Let's hop over to Kansas City, Missouri. What up, Aaron?
What's up, man? This is boy E from KC.
What up, E?
Trying to hear a little bit of Technon and Ritz. Just want to party.
Fucking egg. There it is. All right, let's jump off into that right now.
Girl Scout cookies. Check. 151 Malibu rum and pineapple juice. Check. Hennessy Sprite and lemon. Check. Patron Silver, Patron Citron, ready to serve margarita mix, limes, and orange juice. Check.
I just wanna party, hit the drink until I'm numb. I'm the nigga with the pineapple and Malibu rum. Plus the 151, I'ma get you stupid doo-doo dumb. Get the nookie when the cookie's feeling good up in her lungs. Elevated when I get up in the spot, I hit the bar. Everybody wanna photo with a Tina, I'm a star. And if anybody want up a nigga, son, got the gun. But we just wanna kick it and pick up a couple bitches who be looking so delicious. We give them all of their wishes, then we done.
My crews are tripped out off that real good green. The liquor's taking over, and we just wanna party. Party. We just wanna party. Party. We just wanna party. This shit we party. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, through the weekend.
Saturday to Sunday, she be calling in on Monday. I live in the boonies, if you're right as Yachty, then it's like you're traveling with a one-way.
We wanna put D on her. We gon' we zoned in a week home. She don't belong if a squeeze phone her. And he won't leads on with the G's home was ease on. She won't get to breathe on us. T's gone, we bone, bitches E longest. C long, she moan when I deep down go. When he's grown, he's known to some knees on ya. B's homes, we Jones for the V owner. She's long, these songs get your freedom for the week blown with the tone like I'm Steve Stone, bruh. Keep on, be strong, never no leash on us with beast on ya, Biancas.
My crews are tripped out off that real good green. The just wanna.
Hold up.
Party animal, looking hammer, couple of handles up. Crown we pound the shockers in the shit for me to handle my liquor bustin' bitch. You wanna picture busted open for the grand and Molly got a pupil shoes. Your hands are clamming though. Took advantage of the situation, now she dancing to my music. When I turn around, she taking a bra and panties off. Tan lines looking like she just got back from Panama. City spots flagging like a little Roman candle. Damages, can't think of your name. What is it, Angela? Amber, Tammy, Pamela? I blame it on my Sandy Bus. But plenty of my homies wanna hit it, so I hand her off. Hip is infinite, and I can help, then I'm the standard bro. Potential trying to get paid like trouble, so when you see the sin with her, snake it back, the famous stars are strapping Gucci signature. The ring is on my pinky, you should throw the deuce and bid me up. Go stupid in the booth, flexing like I'm Lou for real. Yeah.
My crews are tripped out off that real good green. The liquor's taking over, and we just wanna party. Party. We just wanna party. Party. We just wanna party. This shit we party. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, through the weekend.
Pretty motherfucker, Harlem's what I'm reppin'. Tell my niggas hit the bitch and we gon' make it in a second. Never disrespected, plus I'm well connected with this coke that I imported. Just important as your president, swagger so impressive. And I don't need a necklace, but these bitches get impressed when you pull up in that 7. Them 6s, them beans is, I gets the fresh years. Raph Simmons, Rick Owens, usually what I'm dressed in. Blowing blunts, rolling doobies up, smoking section, groupies rush, ole boobies up in my direction. Quit with all the front and you ain't run my click for nothing. Cause our presence is a present, just to kick it is a blessing. This isn't where we go, this isn't where we roll. Cause every day we ice up. This isn't where we go, this isn't where we roll. Cause every day we ice up.
Gun crack, gunshot, gonna lick a boy. Gun cat, gunshot, gonna lick a boy. Gun cat, gunshot, gonna lick a boy.
Cause every day we ice up. Yo, bitch, she said I'm hot. Man, I told her I agree. She gon' really think I'm hot if I told her my degrees. Pull up in that hard top, showing off my keys. Graduate school of hard knocks, I could show you my degrees. Couple A, B, C's, bad bitch, double D's, poppin' E. I don't give a F, told you I'm a G, A-S-A-P. Stevie got it on his sleeve, but I got it on my chest. My nigga, this is what I breathe. Inhale, exhale, cocaine, X pills, import, export, Harlem catching wreck still. So mommy, show me how that neck feel. Later, show me how the rest feel. For now, just chill. This isn't where we go, this isn't where we roll. Cause every day we ice up. This isn't where we go, this isn't where we roll. Cause every day we ice up.
Gun crack, gunshot, gonna lick a boy. Gun cat, gunshot, gonna lick a boy. Gun cat, gunshot, gonna lick a boy.
Cause every day we ice up. Cause every day we ice up. Cause every day we ice up.
Me and everything around me is unstable like Chernobyl. Ready to go at any moment, jumping like a pogo stick. Life never lived up to my expectations, so I accept the patience. Expect the worst, but now I'm pacing back and forth inside. I'm melting like water on wicked witches. A monster truck don't came and ran over my picket fences. I had the best of life in my clenches, but monkey wrenches was thrown like chairs kings sit on. My prayers seem too long. I fall asleep before the ending. Don't even get to say amen. I hope he understand I be on bended knees. At times I think I'm crazy, then I say forget it. Or maybe it's the devil infiltrating and like Riddick Bowe. I've been fighting this since them fetus days. I'll count from 1 to 20 when I'm through, repeat the phrase. It's just a phase, it's gone our path, but that gets old too. I'm weakening like a deacon doing dirt. What am I supposed to do?
See, from bed knobs to broomsticks, we looking to start some new shit. I'm writing this rhyme in faith, so when you hear it, hope you chew it. My nigga, you do it like swooshes, the lyrical cleansing nuisance, wiping away your germs and filling your craniums with juices. See, mode goes on, my slick flow flows on, straight from West Savannah, Georgia, but the Swats is my home. Never go wrong, cause the click is tighter than that ass, ain't that bad. Mosquitoes, now we goes. I'm proud of you people for selling your crack and sacks. I'm glad I'm white, not black. Shit, on the real, that's how the mighties really act. When your back was turned, them slackers learn, and now we falling apart. You look at me in my eye, but you ain't feeling me in your heart. Yes, love, give me the power. We live in the final hour. These niggas that leave me stranded like Rapunzel in the tower. Now or never, let's stick together and overcome. But they don't feel like marching cause they shoes is overrun. Ain't that a bitch?
It's who you are.
Some money, and you can bend over the table, but be sure that you bring my stallion back to my stable. Say, baby, everything was cool in the 80s, but now it's the 90s, and ooh, I gotta find me one of them ladies who be up in the closet, come out on holidays and birthdays looking saucy. The parties at the Henry J. Kaiser ain't nothing but the XO Tanqueray. I can't see no Budweiser. Maybe a little bit of cognac, that's that. A little bit of entertainment partners that rap. No saps, strictly VIs and player OGs. Them little freak nasty that be rated DD. Be in the town daily in the candy Mercedes. But ain't no freaks in the day. I wait for the night for hoes to get tired. And wouldn't care if they're in the panties or in skin tight leather zebra stripes. It's midnight. All the freaks come out tonight. She don't stop in the floor. So tough, so alright. Skis, skirts, the council. All the freaks come out tonight.
This right here. It goes to all you player haters. Handcuff your That goes for all you Captain Savers. Peep, my major industry, gold teeth and diamonds. Been grinding for 9.5 years, now I'm rhyming. I'm in effect mode like I be show to drink XO. Metal to the metal with Alexa. So understand how we make them shout like the rendering when we step out the ice cream van. Don't you hear the music? Tricks just lose it. They want to hit the fluid, but mob niggas just do it. Like Nike, nobody like me. No fellas call me, but when I was just broke as Joe Ellis, it was all Jesus. We just niggas who went from wearing feelers to rocking Rockin' collars and floors in my Adidas, strapped up with heaters. Nowadays niggas need a mini K14. It's great niggas, they say I got more. Once upon a time in the project show, two British had one idea, break a baller from the East though. Figured out a plan, is my man. Plotted like a gold digger, bitch. I ain't got in, so I go get this shit. Change it around. Rolled her in the bathroom, a snatch crib. Beat the cock up like she was getting the ass kicked. After that, I got my ass licked and passed it to my homies. Once, twice. Now every night she wants to bone me. She thinks she own me. Talking to my nigga about marriage. I don't hear you. The drunk talk, the drunk walk is what I gave her. The next thing I know, she started screwing my neighbor. And that be snack bad hack so bad he ran game on her. So pimpy dude, we ran train on her. So she let the flame take on her mind, speaking on it like her pitch tight.
The same old freak after midnight.
Girl, I rose in dope like Pillsbury. Tonight's the night like crisscross, so let's floss. I'm being a midnight freak tosser, like salsa, putting things down. Got it, play the man. Waiting for some ball like John Wayne, ready to pop at every tender with long gang. No old school sayings like, baby, what's your name? Gotta have them pimpy do-words, and I made them just for you, baby. Already can't see you because you locked up all the time. Too close for my comfort, too tight like my Nikes. Hit the strip, pounded, represent the West Coast sound. One in Joe's, wanted to know the name is Mr. Down. Looks so right, sounds right. Lit up the night, I never seen you before. So where you been and where you been hiding? Probably having a bad relationship, steadily fighting. Came to find me someone like yo, problem solver. The one you been late night sneaking, creeping. What's been a call? But let's make it right. And the only way to make it right until the midnight, until the midnight.
All the freaks come out tonight. Ain't no shoe, no stopping the fights. It's so tough, oh baby, oh so rough. Ski skirt, the crowd so tight. All the freaks come out tonight. Really don't on the host road.
You're listening to the All Out Show with you.
Yo. All right. Shout out to Paige for stepping in, doing some fucking request hour shit with me. Hope you heard the songs that you wanted. Hope you got your song played. If not, then fucking sucks for you. We got the news coming up next. Also, follow at All Out Show. A lot of people they hit me up to ask if they can come on the show because we're cool like that. Like a lot of times people visit Los Angeles and they want to come by the show. Hit at All Out Show. Hit at All Out Show. I don't fucking. You're welcome. You're more than welcome. But I don't deal with that shit. But make sure you bring your ass, because we got work to do. Keenan's got better things to do than put your fucking ass on the goddamn list and have you not show up. We almost put a ban on that shit for a second there. But we've had a good run of people showing up when they're supposed to. But if it happens, we'll put the person's name out there and they'll be and then anybody, and we'll just sick people on them. I came up with that idea just now. I used to do that. I used to do that shit when I worked at the Pontiac Silverdome when the Lions were playing, and fucking my job was to set up the fucking hot dogs for the press. I've had many humble jobs. I was a hot dog man. Yeah, the year after Barry Sanders left, so I didn't even get to watch Barry run. I know it fucking sucked. So I'm over here fucking setting up the hot dogs, and there was this one brother. He would take all the fucking hot dogs. He would take all the hot dogs. And we're the help, so we're not allowed to say, bro, you taking all the fucking hot dogs. And so people come in and be like, there's no fucking hot dogs. And I would just be like, ask that dude right over that point. I'd be like, my man right over there, right over there, brother in the green shirt. Ask him about the hot dogs. I don't know. Because when I got here, there was 50. That's all they give me. Talk to green shirt over there, hot dog man. And that's how we're gonna do it. Like if you try to come on and stand us up, next person that asks, we're like, nope, you can't come. And here's the person's at why you can't come. You can talk to him about it or her. Check out my website, onemorejude.com. You can get some fucking all-out show gear. Doing the fucking liquor store nod to liquor stores. The Newport shirt. The Newport inspired and the Arizona iced tea inspired. Which, I don't know if you know this, but one of the fucking Arizona iced tea, the owners used to listen to this show religiously. I ended up in they were partying out here. I ended up hanging out with the Arizona iced tea people. So I thought it'd be cool to do an Arizona iced tea style t-shirt of the All Out Show. Bam. You can grab that at alloutshow.com. Wrap the show. Take a picture of yourself in it. Tag me. It's cool. It's cool. All right. I'm going to play some music. Come on back with the news.
You're listening to the All Out Show with you. And now, it's time for News from the Chin with John Z. Matthews.
Having a happy marriage can extend your lifespan. Here's a study.
Having a happy marriage can extend your lifespan. Imagine that.
Well, they're also going on to say that, of course, if you're nice to your spouse, that also increases things. If you're just married and you're kind of miserable, obviously that's not going to help you out too much.
I wonder, the happy marriage thing seems like a fucking given. Because you don't got all that stress. You know what I mean? Right. And stress kills. Stress is a motherfucker. Like, I feel like half of my problems are related to stress. So you're not stressed out by your wife. But like, what's better, to live alone or live with a fucking annoying ass partner? Did they say that?
Well, again, they're saying if you're happy, then, I mean, that's the way to go. But if you guys are just like constantly at each other's throats, no, not good.
I know that, John. You just said that's kind of like an obvious.
But they don't go into, hey, you should be a bachelor then. But
they're like, if you're unhappy, they didn't check out what's the difference between the happiness and the unhappily married.
Well, you're gonna die.
You die regardless either way.
I know, but you're gonna die sooner.
I can't believe it takes you actually have to prepare for this. To read a headline.
All right. Come on. It's not an in-depth report, man. It's just
he's like, he sends it all ahead of time and shit, but I'd shoot it back when sorry it took longer today than the other day. My phone was on silent. I couldn't find it. But we do all that prepping for John to be like, if you're happily married, you live longer.
Well, the idea is that this is a solid predictor of your mortality. And those with the happy partner at the beginning of this study were less likely to pass away over the next 8 years compared with people who had less happy partners. So
it's an 8-year bump.
Yeah.
I want to see the whole thing, though. I want to see, like, single with the dog. Because you live longer with pets, too. Because they just fucking love you no matter what.
You're out there exercising, walking the dog.
I've seen a motherfucker kick a dog and like shit on, and then like the dog will still like run up on the like, hey, are we still homies? Are you gonna feed me later still, right? You still feed me later, right? It's fucking pathetic. And I just look at that dog like, you used to be a wolf. Your ancestors were wolves. Look at you now. Getting the shit kicked out of you, begging for food. That's going to be us in 50 years. I bet you our great grandfathers and grandmothers are looking at us like, for real? This is what you do, you fucking bitch.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, especially me. My great grandfather was working in a coal mine at 12. He's like, look at you. Oh, you talk on the microphone for 3 hours, you fucking pussy. You little cunt, whatever the fuck he would call me. Oh, you're mad you gotta work with a fucking anchor face. Yeah, that's crazy. You can keep going. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. But they're also saying, of course, if your partner's depressed and wants to spend time just hanging around, eating junk food, watching TV, that's going to bring you down too. So hang out.
Yo, man, yeah, I was talking to my homeboy about that. Like, I've known people. I've known people where they get in a relationship with a partner that has like a weird tick or that's kind of crazy, and they live together. Then over the years, that crazy spreads to the other person. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like they undo that person's crazy. It's like they take on that person's crazy. And you're like, whoa, dude, like that person did a fucking number on you, and you don't even realize it. You're as tweaky as he is. Looking all disheveled and shit. It's fucking crazy. Tell me some more news.
75% of Americans disagree with Bernie Sanders' plan to let every U.S. prisoner vote. And so he has this idea that all prisoners, no matter what the crime, should be allowed to vote. And not a lot of people agree with that.
Man, I got so many things attached to the whole vote and shit. Like I think where do you cut it off though?
Well, that's his point.
That's kind of like, who gets to vote? Does a murderer get to vote, or does a white collar criminal? And who's more in that white collar criminal? He probably was more destructive to America than somebody that just killed one person. I don't know, that sounds awful, but like not when we bailed those motherfuckers out, all those bankers and shit, not one person went to fucking jail. Not one fucking person. Nobody. And they damn near collapsed the economy of the world. The world economy. So I guess what I'm saying is like, how do you decide who, like, I'm all for it, like, motherfucker. Like, I feel that prisoners, like, once they serve their time, they should get their rights back.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, you know, like, you've been, we focus too much on punishing and not like training a motherfucker how to enter back into society and be a useful part of society. They just don't do that. It's like you get locked up, thrown in that thing, and if you're not smart enough or know the grind or have like a safety net, you're just gonna go right back in that shit. So I don't like. Yeah, I don't. It's like I'm with them. I feel like prisoners should be able to vote.
But do you cut it off for murderers? No. I mean,
but do you cut it off for child molesters? Do you cut it off for fucking rapists? Do you cut it off for fucking robbers? Like, these are, why else would you be in fucking prison? You know what I mean? Is it only dope dealers should be able to vote? That's all I'm saying. Like, it's just, it doesn't seem like a very well thought out. It doesn't seem very well thought out to me. Like, I'm all for, like, we get it. We got ex-cons listening here. Like, just the other day, like, someone that called up, we didn't even get to them, but like, they were having a hell of a time getting a job on, because they got the prison shit.
Right. Yeah, felonies will really restrict your activities afterwards.
I know, yo, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get the gun, and I didn't even.
Still?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I'm gonna have to try to get that bitch out in Michigan, cause they shut me down and fucking out here, and that was for some shit over 24 years ago.
You can have an attorney look at that. Come on.
Well, I got to fucking hire an attorney to have my Second Amendment right held up? Like, this is fucking ridiculous, man.
Just looking for solutions.
You can have an attorney. Man, like, fuck it. I'll just find a gun. They act like I can. That's the worst.
Good.
That's the worst.
I'll just find a gun.
Well, that's what fucking, like, hey, look, I know there's pro-gun and anti-gun. You fucking stupid motherfuckers. You don't think someone that wants a gun can't go get a fucking gun? Not that hard, bro. Nope. I remember having that debate with my homegirl, and I'm like literally walking down the street with fucking 5 different kinds of drugs in my pocket. And I'm like, drugs are illegal too. And I just start pulling them out, wop, wop, wop. I'm like, see?
God, going out with you just sounds so crazy.
That worked. Good thing they made that against the law. I wouldn't know how to get it. Fucking ridiculous. Yeah, so I think that once prisoners get out of jail, they should be able to vote. I don't think they should be denied. They're still U.S. citizens, and as a U.S. citizen, you're expected to like pay taxes and vote. So you should have a say in where the country's going.
Well, Sanders was talking on CNN, and he said that even terrible people should be allowed to vote, contending that disenfranchising any group of people is a slippery slope, as he just laid out there.
Why don't we meet halfway? While you're in prison, no. Once you get out of prison, fucking yeah. Vote your ass off. Whatever the fuck you did. Because it just, you know, like we were talking, you know, where's the cutoff? It's all arbitrary. Yeah. This guy can vote because he butt fucked a boy. This guy can't vote because he smashed a 14-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I could see why they do it, but when you spell it out, maybe it does seem strange.
And they're like, this guy over here that was able to swindle ran a company and was able to swindle millions of dollars from all of these retirees. Yeah, sure, he can vote. Psh, fuck out of here.
I was unaware of this, but a lot of companies, or some big companies, are moving away from using passwords. So Microsoft's security chief recently talked about why they limited passwords, and that's just because you just cannot keep those things secret. I mean, if someone wants to get in, they're going to get in.
It's true, and it's like, it's a real pain in the ass for me. Like, I don't even know my Apple password. I don't know
LastPass. It's a great little program. I'm all about LastPass.
I got something locked down or some shit like that.
Same kind of thing.
So yeah, I put it in there, but like I forgot to put my Gmail one in there, so I don't even know. I don't even know how to do shit with Gmail. The only shit I remember is my fucking eBay one, which is, you know, that's fucking pathetic. Got the sweet watch off of there though.
It's a real one?
Yeah, this is a Tag Carrera. It's got all these little dials on there for shit. I don't even know what they're there for. So I love how they sell these fucking watches. Like, they sell like race watches to. I drive a Volt and go work in the office, and I'm driving around with my racer watch.
This is a giant watch.
This is the size of the watch. I know it's big, right?
I know.
I usually
when the hell did that happen?
I wear watches from the fucking 50s. Like, I like them 50s watches because I got tiny hands. I was just saying, like, I like girls see my hands and they're like, oh, he ain't working with shit. And then like when I fucking throw the dick on them, I'm like, oh, all right, that's cool. You know what I mean? They're like, that's cool. Under promise, over deliver. But these little baby hands with like the real the popular size watches, it's crazy.
When did that happen? When did guys start wearing giant watches?
I think someone can email the show, but like there was a popular a watch that was popular to wear like, I don't know, like 15, 20 years ago called Panerais, and them shits are big as hell. Big as fuck.
You do know your watches.
And I never was into that. I was just like the old school small watches, but I was like, let me get a big one. You know, it's like anything. You start collecting shit and you go deeper and deeper. It's like, you know how I do my cheese board game. I used to be real proud of my cheese board game. I haven't really had any cheese board parties yet. But you go to the cheese store, because that's where I live in a fancy neighborhood where there's a cheese store. You can literally go buy cheese. And like the fucking most expensive cheese smells like a dead body and probably your fucking crotch.
Close.
I'm telling you. And then they'll be like, that's $62 a pound. Be all blue and green and shit. I'm like, ugh.
I had no idea you were in a gourmet cheese.
I'm not. I just know about it. I just understand. It's with anything, dude. That's all I'm saying. Like you start off in one point real small, and then it just escalates and escalates and escalates. That's like me. I'm watching audition porn, and then fucking 4 months later, I'm watching some chick get fucked by a dog, and then you have to stop and be like, how did you get here? And then you have to stop and cut it back, and it's the same thing. If you just, like we were seeing the chick fuck the dog the other day, and I was just like, oh, gross, get that out of here. If you'd have caught me some other month, I'd have been like, huh, what's the link to that again? You know what I mean? Like,
some guys are hitting me up online asking for that link. I don't think I'm going to send that to them.
That's what I see. That's what I'm saying, bro. They're probably in my place. They probably like ran through every fucking, you know. What's up with the stepsister and stepbrother shit? That shit is fucking weird to me, man. And the fucking dad, mom,
incest porn.
Yeah, man. Why is that shit so big?
It's a fad.
It's a weird fucking fad. I can't get down with that shit.
No, especially when you listen to what they're saying to each other. Like,
yeah,
it's too much.
Oh, sis, yeah.
This is so wrong.
This, you got a wet puss, sister.
Fucking my sister.
Look at me. I know, and it always pops up. And the worst part is I'll watch them sometimes because the girl will be bad as fuck, and I just pretend like they're not brothers and sisters. Like her dick sucking game is mean. I'm gonna fucking stop that. All right, play me something. Tell me something else.
Pessimistic entrepreneurs are more successful than optimistic ones.
Pessimistic entrepreneurs are more successful than positive ones?
Yeah.
Optimistic ones?
The people who are optimists, it appears they simply overestimate their chances of success and underestimate their probability of failure. Now, this train of thought also leads to underestimating challenges, roadblocks. They're just fools wandering through life. But the pessimists, the grinders, they're the ones who are like, well, you know, let's fight through this.
Yeah. I agree with that. But look, it takes action, too. Like, if any of you out there that's like want to start a business and shit like that, think about all of the hurdles and things that you're gonna have to get over, but you have to start and you have to get after it. And I guarantee you there'll be some shit that'll pop up that you're not ready for, and you might take an L. Some people say that's a loss. I say that's a learning lesson, and then you just keep grinding. And you should be. I was pessimistic. I was both pessimistic and fucking expecting a lot out of my book shit. I'm like, I'm going for this number, but I probably ain't gonna make shit off the fucking book. You know, that's how I do it.
Well, you're a realist.
Yeah. I'm a realist. And then you hear other motherfuckers. I remember going with the homie to jail where these cats are coming up with like business plans, and like you're listening to their business plan and you want to be supportive, but it's like, whoa, bro.
Good luck.
A portable roller skating rink. I don't think that's gonna work, man. Like, where are you gonna put the skates? They gotta bring their own skates. Like, what do you just post up in the fucking Walmart parking lot? Like, how does this shit work?
They'll figure it out.
I don't think that one got off the ground, bro.
Facebook, they recently decided to ban Alex Jones, the InfoWars conspiracy guy, and Nation of Islam.
Farrakhan, yeah, I heard about this shit. There was a couple. They banned like six or seven, 5 or 6 people, right?
Yeah, I mean, some weird people that you may or may not know. Milo Yiannopoulos.
He's like a right-wing dude.
Yeah, he's a jackass. Laura Loomer, Joseph Watson, who works for InfoWars, white supremacist Paul Nellon. So, I mean, these are strange people doing strange things, and Facebook got tired of it. And they're saying that...
Were they warned?
They're saying here...
This is just dangerous. I'm just saying, like, we're getting on dangerous ground. We keep fucking kicking people off of private services that get a lot of our tax money and shit. So they're not as private as you like to think. And this is just that you keep adding these things up, man. Like, it's these little things, and no one pushes back. Okay, we can kick. They all got kicked off on the same day. They all fucked up on the same day.
Well, again, Facebook would say that it's been a process, and they've been carefully looking at all these things, and then finally just pulled the trigger to get rid of them.
And it was fucking. It was.
Well, they're saying that these posts are dangerous.
Dangerous? What?
Well,
the posts are dangerous? Fuck out of here, dude. To who?
Some of them are hateful. That's for sure.
There's tons of fucking hate on God. Have you seen our All Out Show thing?
Every day.
Everybody should be kicked off of the fucking internet based on our All Out Show shit. We got some of the most hateful comments ever. You guys are like, people are like, yeah, that's okay. But here's the thing. It's like, maybe one day your opinion is going to be the unpopular opinion. And maybe one day they're going to kick you off for no fucking reason. And they're going to fucking deperson you. And, you know, MasterCard's doing this shit. And fucking Patreon's doing this shit. And you're having private companies deperson you so that you can no longer participate in society because you don't think a certain way.
Again, you did say private, so it's their platform, and they can say, "Get out of here."
But they're also taking money from the government. So they're not all the way private. And even with that one thing with the Twitter thing with Trump, when he wanted to block people that didn't like that, he wanted to block people. They're like, no, you're not allowed to. You're a public figure. What is this, a private or is it public? They don't want to be a publisher. Are you a publisher or are you a conduit for people to talk? I just feel like they want to have it both ways, and this goes right into the fucking the stores that won't take cash. We're slowly moving into a place where you're gonna be fucking, if you don't walk the straight line, if you don't fucking regurgitate the things that they want you to say, if you don't think the way they want you to think, poof. They'll disappear your ass. That's what it looks like to me.
Well, I mean, if you're really a fan of Alex Jones, I'm sure you can find
I'm not a fan of any of these motherfuckers. I'm not a fan of any of these people. That's my whole fucking point. But if they're not out there fucking like threatening people.
Well, they're saying the idea is Facebook bans dangerous individuals and organizations that engage.
Is Antifa still on there? Because I seen them hitting motherfuckers in the face with bike locks.
They're a little weird. But again, they banned.
They're not consistent either in their rules.
It does seem a little vague.
It's extra vague, and I know this because I've been on the short end of the stick on Instagram many a times. Maybe if you posted something with that rubs somebody the wrong, you don't post nothing that pisses people off, except for your ugly ass shoes and shit. I posted things that piss people off, and I've been fucking, and I've been what is it where they fucking slow you down your traffic on purpose?
Shit, no, that's not
I've been shadow banned.
Right.
I've been shadow banned. I've been deleted. Like shit's fucking annoying, dude. I get it. It's a private thing, but then when you do some digging, it's like, oh, they're taking some public money. And then it's the same, but the same people is like, oh, it's private. But when I'm like, yo, if it goes against my religion to do some shit at a bakery, I gotta bake a gay cake, but you're allowed to kick a motherfucker off of here. Which one is it?
Well, they've been receiving a lot of heat for letting hate spread, so they feel like they have to do something.
But they ain't receiving no motherfucking heat.
That's what they say.
Oh, well then I guess I believe them then. I fucking believe them. I'm just saying, watch out, y'all. You guys might agree or disagree with these people, but this is like a warning. That's all I'm telling you, man. This is a warning. They fucking de-personing that one cat. No one said shit. Now they're de-personing other people. They're getting it where cats can't even make money. Get kicked off of fucking Patreon and shit.
De-person. De-platform. Sounds a little extreme. De-person.
That's what it's getting to. That's what I'm saying. And we're getting to a point in society. There's like I said, there's three places right in my neighborhood where they won't even take cash.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Now let's fast forward 5 years, 6 years from now. You got a gang of places that won't take cash. Then you have private companies that won't let you use their cards because they don't. Maybe you said some shit that they don't like. Now you can't even fucking. I can't buy anything with the card. I can't buy, and I can't do nothing with my money. Don't you see how this could be problematic?
I'm not a fan of it. It sounds complicated. I mean, if I had a radio station and there was some hateful jackass on the air, I'd want to get him off. But yes, I mean, obviously, I'm for free speech. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's just complicated.
It is complicated.
But no, I agree with you 100%.
Man, the fact that you work in radio and that you're like anti-free speech is fucking crazy to me.
That's not the case at all.
So anyone that works in the media and isn't a free speech absolutist, I don't even understand you. You're a dumb motherfucker.
But no, I agree with you 100%.
Free speech is good as long as they're on my side.
As long as I like them.
Yep. As long as they're saying things I like, good with me.
No, it's not.
Just don't be a jackass. That guy's a jackass. Give me some good news.
And now, time for good news.
There's this guy, Gordon Hempton, and
Gordon Hempton.
He is a so-called sound tracker. He travels all over the world in order to record rare or disappearing sounds, and he's concerned that we are losing the sound of silence. So he has this idea of creating quiet parks, and he encourages various places to adopt this idea of being quiet, and then, I mean, how can he really enforce this? He really can't, but he's, again, obsessed with sound.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
There's our guy.
I've come to talk with you again.
You know what this is?
Sound of Silence, man.
Because a vision softly creeping.
Fucking Sound of Silence.
Left its seeds while I was sleeping.
Hey, Gordon, it's right here. You've been looking all over. Here's the Sound of Silence.
That was planted in my brain.
I love these memes when motherfuckers get all sad and they start playing this song in the background. That shit kills me.
of silence.
He's right though, man. Like there's not a lot of places where you can just have no sound.
Oh, it's so nice. Once in a while, I'll just wander into, let's say, a church here in town and just sort of sit there. It's so quiet.
Yeah, I can see that. That's fucking that Float Lab shit. Shout out to Float Lab. I went there, and that's the sensory deprivation tank where you just shut. There's no light, no sound, and you're just floating in like super saline water. That means it's got a high salt, bunch of salt in it, so it's easier for you to float. For y'all motherfuckers that don't know, and that shit was awesome. Just sitting there silent, like it was just fucking great.
Yeah. So
even leaving LA and like going to visit my cuz or some shit like that. It's fucking just no cars on the cul-de-sac. You know what I mean? No trains going by. It's just quiet. Fucking love that shit.
So he says that he found the quietest spot in the U.S. in the Hoh River Valley up in Washington. If you want to hear him talking about it for a second.
Why would he do that?
He's
like...
He's a little neurotic.
He's like, no, I'm just saying. It's like, yo, dog. You know what the one thing we're missing? Is silence. You can't find silence anywhere. Then he's like... guess what? I found silence. All you fucking assholes from like fucking LA can come up and listen.
That is a valid point.
I'm sure your phone won't go off. I'm sure you won't be texting during the sound of silence. I'm not even gonna let you repeat it. Don't even say it again.
You want to hear him talking for a second?
Yeah, don't let him fucking tell though. Let's keep this place quiet.
It's just through that tree, then off into the woods.
Oh, he's ASMR.
I defend this 1 square inch of silence by doing both quiet and noise monitoring.
It's about to hear a plane.
When a noise intrusion occurs, I locate the noise maker, send them a letter, and ask for compliance.
Hey, plane.
This matter is urgent.
Plane, can you stop flying over here?
Please comply.
Will you birds shut the fuck up? Shut up, birds. Dog, yo, that ASMR shit, that shit is blowing up, man. We was like way ahead of it.
You certainly were. I still have to go back and listen to that interview you did.
Man, if you could cut that shit up into 3 minutes for me, that'd be the best.
All right.
I just want to play it. I'm fucking on that ASMR shit.
You didn't think these people were a little crazy that you were talking to?
They were fine.
No. Good people.
It was fun just whispering back and forth.
Right. So strange.
That's the news.
You're listening to the All Out Show with you.
All right, y'all. That was the show. Shout out to Paige Kennedy, Billy Corbin. I didn't realize Paige was coming. No, he was just there. Poof. Coming through in the clutch. On the boards, it's Chris. Producer. Alex, producer/news. John, associate producer. Keenan, thank you all. My name is Jude. I want y'all to have a great day. Fuck it, let's have a great week. Hustle, grind, go get it. And relax a bit when you're done, okay? All right, I'll be with you tomorrow.